I love my car. It's taken me everywhere. From the rough winters of Kalamazoo, Michigan, through the mountains out west towards Seattle, to the Florida Panhandle and out east to Pennsylvania half a dozen times or more. She's been a constant companion for me, taking me to over 600 towns in Iowa, to all my jobs and all the late night drives on county roads when there was nothing else to do. But on my last drive back from Pittsburgh, she didn't get me home. And that was a first. I was on my way back from Pennsylvania, somewhere in Illinois, when I noticed that my phone was going dead. I plugged its charger into the cigarette port and then watched as my headlights faded out. The interior lights indicating my speed and gas levels then did the same. And then finally my radio died out and I was stuck on a county road in Table Grove in absolute blackness. I turned the key over and it went click, 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 and then it didn't do anything at all. There were house lights shining about half a mile westward, so I walked back and asked the lady if she could give my car a jump. She reluctantly agreed, asked if I had a cigarette, and pulled her truck to the road where Betsy was sitting. I was incredibly relieved when I turned the key over and the car fired up. I was only about an hour away from home after all, and I thought I could just deal with the issue in the morning. I told the woman thanks, shook her hand, gave her another cigarette, and went on my way. 15 minutes later, though, it happened again. The only difference being that there was nothing to cause it this time around. The headlights faded and the car left me in total darkness once again, and I slammed my fist as hard as I could onto its steering wheel. I screamed, "Why the hell are you doing this to me now?" as if the car was sentient and could console me. And then I walked and asked the little old man if he could again give me a jump. He agreed, and I went through the process again, but no dice. Betsy wouldn't start at all. I got the car towed home and sat in my house for the next week, and it was the longest stretch of time. I was able to hustle for photography gigs and got enough jobs lined up that I could begin to diagnose the problem, even though I was fairly confident what it actually was. For the fourth time since I've owned the car, it was the alternator. So I bought an alternator from a scrapyard. Bunk. I bought another. Didn't work. And so I learned my lesson the hard way. Don't buy electronic components from scrapyards. You have to bite the bullet and just purchase a brand new one, and so I did. Magically though, then the old girl came back to life. We put a little extra TLC into the car and replaced all the spark plugs and stuff like that. And now, as of this video, my car is running exactly as she did back in 2012. I'm suddenly confident that I can take the thing anywhere and she will reliably get me from point A to point B and back again. And it couldn't have come at a better time because that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get me out east for 45 days so I can start a new travel channel and document a bunch of ghost towns along the way. It's going better than I could have possibly imagined. In 5 days, we're already 20% of the way to our goal. I went from thinking that this was the longest of long shots to thinking that, hey, maybe this could actually happen. And it's been a blast to talk to people on my live streams, by the way. It's been quite eye-opening in the weirdest of ways. And this is a shameless plug, but I'm doing them nightly, so you should definitely stop in if you get a second. It's fun times. The new channel is going live today. I had a conversation with somebody last night, and they said something that was, to me anyway, vaguely ominous. The person on the other line said that this would be an excellent band name, and that's when it hit me. Holy shit, that'd be a great name for my new channel. And so that's what it is, Vaguely Ominous. The link's in the description if you want it, and I hope to see you there. So anyway, this is just a little update. Thanks for all the support, guys, and I'll see you in the live show tonight.